being shot in kind of rural areas of the UK, and they'd build all these amazing sets, but there weren't actually too many bathrooms. So a lot of the extras just had to use trees to pee on. So the tree that Schofield sat at the very end had been pissed on apparently over 100 times, which is
Before he had to
interesting.
sit there and film that scene.
I don't know.
Oh my God, poor guy.
before,
Yeah.
after.
Sometime.
God.
Same thing as well with having to be continuously shot for continuity. They needed the same lighting conditions, and UK doesn't have the greatest weather for that. So if it was sunny, they had to wait for the next sunny day. So they would just sit there and wait. And they even had a chief meteorologist on set just to be like, okay, this is this is when we can shoot and stuff. So
My
pretty
only
crazy.
critiques of the film was kind of around this scene.
Okay.
Because obviously this is like the main scene in the film that does feature a woman. And I do think it was like a slight missed opportunity to better represent the role that women played during the war. Because I feel like women were portrayed in the very stereotypical role of a maternal figure where, you know, Schofield, between getting shot at and avoiding like bombs and stuff, somehow also manages to find the time to, you know, rescue this sad, helpless woman with a baby. And I just think that, yes, it was a, you know, touching, moving scene, and obviously women weren't in the trenches throwing grenades. Like, we know that's historically not what happened. Given it is such a big budget, genre defining war film, I think that there could have been other ways that women could have been even briefly integrated into the film, whether it have been like more scenes of like female nurses in like the back parts of the trenches, or maybe even I read somewhere someone suggested that instead of it being Blake's brother that was part of this division, it could have been like that he had a sister that was a nurse that was like with this division, just to add some sort of like other element. A big part of the movie for me was that the casting of these two relatively unknown actors, they just carried the film, particularly George Mackay, so well. He's in every single shot of the entire film. To me, I think his performance was really underrated. I think the acting in the film was one of the only parts that wasn't nominated for like a big award.
Yeah.
Really?
And
Yeah.
like it was nominated for 11 Oscars and none of them were acting. And understandably, there's not much dialogue, but I do think that George Mackay in particular, just carried the film. He's in every scene. His ability to like physically act, show so much emotion and the experience of a soldier just through his like movements and his physical acting, I just thought was like so powerful. And I just feel like it was a part of the film that was just not given as much credit as it should have been, because it was so important, like how impactful it was.
That sort of contrasts with like, there are a few big dogs in this movie that have like a 5-minute cameo. Like you've got Ray Fiennes, Benedict Cumberbatch. It was obviously intentional, but it just, the lack of presence as celebrities that those two soldiers have definitely adds to it.